Hello, I'm Bill Carr. I'm here in Halifax to make this public service announcement. As you know, there is a pandemic running amok amongst us. I'm presenting here today what I am calling a virtual comedy, social isolation with comedic intimacy. And I'm challenging all comic folk out there, amateur or professional, to join me in making people laugh through this pandemic. Laughter is the best medicine, like they say. Now, first of all, they've been explaining to us exactly how to wash our hands. Well, fundamentally, I'd like to teach us how to laugh. First of all, sit up straight, look directly at the camera. Now, smile. That's the preliminary move. Smile and prepare. Ha! Good. Did you see that? That was from the diaphragm. Try to make the diaphragm work every time. Let's start again. Smile. And ha! Okay, good start, good beginning. Now, let's continue, and as we do so, truly let it roll through you. Ha! Now, as that starts to roll, truly let it go through you. Now, you may be tempted to pee. Don't do that unless you're prepared for the consequences. Now, let's start again. All together now. Prepare, breathe, and ha! No, I just burped up vomit. It's just once it gets going. See, oh my God! Oh, what's the problem? One of the problems is that once it gets going, it's so satisfying. So that's what I want you to do. Do it as much as you can. Do it as often as you can, and I'm convinced that this will be a great deal of help. Now, at this time, as I said, I'm challenging people, and as my contribution to the comedic event, I'd like to talk about something that I observe which may help you with some of your comedy. For example, I look out and I find a lot of stuff just damn funny. If you're driving from Halifax to Truro, and I don't know why you would do that, but if you are, you'll pass a sign that says, Stewiacke, Rivers of Opportunity. That part I understand. It's the next part. Halfway between the equator and the North Pole. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like halfway between the equator and the North Pole. Ooh, all I can think of is that the council in Stewiacke sat around going, did you know something? We're halfway between the equator and the North Pole. No, frig off. Put that on the sign. That'll drag them in. I mean, maybe I'm being cynical. Maybe it works. And if it does, then Truro should have one that says, Truro, a little more than halfway between the equator and the North Pole. As a matter of fact, you could put it all over Nova Scotia. Oh, we're nearly between halfway between them, and it could just go on and on and on if it works. But I don't think it really works. Now, another sign that I find strange that you see all the time is, ready? Slow children. That's rude, right? You can't say that in 2020. I mean, I've got one in the kids' room, but still, it's rude. Now, there's one near Sydney that says, slow down. We love our seniors. Well, not if you're letting them rock around in the middle of the street. You don't love them. That's just silly. Anyway, I'll give you another one. I was going to Toronto, and I was going to do a gig there, which I can't do anymore because of the pandemic. But anyway, I was going to do that, and all of a sudden, there was a big sign. I was in a rent-a-car, and I pulled over. It said, all roads lead to Brampton. I wasn't going to Brampton. I mean, do any roads lead out of Brampton? I started to panic. I thought, well, I would get into Brampton and I wouldn't be able to get out and I'd have to move there and have to bring the children, and I was just so upset. The point is, somebody put that sign up. They thought it worked. Another one. Have you seen this sign? Ready? Deer crossing. Right? Have you ever seen a deer do this? No wonder they get killed. Hurry! It's ridiculous, but they have them up all the time. It's just about being aware of what you're saying. I'll give you another example. Air Canada, several years ago, there was an event, an incident at the airport, and they announced it on the radio and the television, and they said there was a hard landing at the Halifax airport. Now, I fly all the time, so I was interested in that, and I went and looked at the picture. Have you seen the picture of the hard landing? I say, if the nose cone comes off and there's luggage strewn down the runway behind you and there's no more landing gear under you, that's a crash, okay? A hard landing is where you spill the drink on the nun sitting next to you. That's a hard landing. When it does that other thing, it's a crash. Please name things like they are. It drives me crazy that we don't. Now, there's one other thing, and I just want to end with this. I think that we need to be very careful if we're going to be stuck here at home with what happens in the home that could upset us. Now, let me ask you a question. When do telemarketers call? Right? Yes, you're right. Supper time. Now, first of all, ask yourself this question. What are you doing answering the phone at supper time? They shouldn't be calling you then. You should be just ignoring that. But no, we pick it up. And if you're a maritimer, you know, once you pick up that phone, you're on the phone for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who it is. Even if it's a wrong number. They'll say, oh, is Mary there? No, there's no Mary here. But Mary who? Mary Fitzgerald. Oh, yeah, is she related to John Fitzgerald? Now, he was in trouble a few years ago. And it just goes on from there. So don't pick up the phone. But if you do, you'll know it's a telemarketer right away because they always use your full name. Like whenever they call, they say, hello, William James Carr. Oh, they don't say that to you, but that's what they say to me. And that's how I know it's them. Now, what do we normally do? Normally, we go, yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Right now, here's the deal. And I know this because I did some research. It turns out that when a telemarketer calls you, they have to say your name, hello, William James Carr, and then they have a script in front of them that they have to go through. A script. Are you ready? So, and on that script, the second part of it, very important, they have to ask a question or a variation on this question. How are you tonight? Or how are you doing? Or how are things going? Now, according to social parlance, that means it's my turn to talk. Now, normally, when they say, hello, William James Carr, how are you today? I'm already upset, and I'm going like, what do you want? And I let them get into their big spiel. And their big spiel is one long sentence that doesn't have any commas in it, so it doesn't allow you to get in. And they just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and you can't stop them. So, I now have a strategy. By my phone, I have my own script. I actually have it laminated so the kids can use it. And it goes like this. When the phone rings, they'll say, hello, William James Carr. I go, I pick up my script. I take a deep breath and I wait for my cue. They'll say, how are you tonight? And I answer them. I say, well, the bloating's pretty bad, actually. I thought it was the corned beef and cabbage, but I'm starting to think it may be a gastrointestinal situation that's gotten slightly out of control. As a matter of fact, when I go to bed at night, I have to hold the blankets down because I could blow the pillow right off the top. You can't have a candle on in my room. And I go on and on. I talk about a rash, and I never get past the phrase, burning pussy discharge. They hang up on me. It works every time. And in fact, if you're in a hurry, just open with burning pussy discharge. They'll hang up because they don't care, okay? Now, because you care, and I know you do, this is what I call a comedy cure, and it will work. Who cares? At least we'll die laughing if it doesn't. Now, tag me on Facebook and use the hashtag #ComedyCure, and I'll share with you on my timeline if it's PG and it's funny, and keep this going. Let's stay happy. Let's stay connected. Share your inner clown. Share your outer clown. Share your clown period. Do a trick. Do whatever you like. Introduce your dog. It's all fun, you know? And stay hydrated. Oh, and don't forget, spit takes are always funny. Always. See ya.